Hi guys, I'm going to try to solve the extra credit problem that I gave you guys last Sunday, or Thursday was it? Sunday I think, alright. I'm going to try to solve this using Alex's method of solving it, my version of Alex's method at least. I want to make it clear that this is not how I solved the problem, but this method nonetheless seems to work. So I'm going to try to explain it. This is a pretty complicated method to explain. It's kind of a nightmare, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to try to make a lot of assumptions. Alright, so this is the figure we have here. We have wires labeled 1 through 15 on one side. So we're on the left side of the first. And we don't know what each wire corresponds to on the right side. So let's just assume that the wires are all jumbled up and we have a jumbled up number like that. So let's assume that 1 comes out there and it's coming out there. So we don't know where it's coming out, but let's assume that that's where it is. So what Alex does is he's going to label the wires on the other side, A through O, alright? So far so good. Now, what he's done, he's paired basically 1 with 2, so I'm going to color them to make it, alright, so I'm going to color them red. So, this basically represents the pairs that he's made on the left-hand side. So let's assume that he's paired them like so. Alright, now he's going to walk to the right hand side and he's going to test every single wire. So he's going to get connections, he's going to find 7 pairs and 1 that doesn't have a pair. So he's going to find that K seems to pair with M, right? So K seems to pair with M. He doesn't know that K and M represents 1 and 2, but he knows that K and M are basically a pair. So it's, if K is 13, then we know that M is 14, right? So basically we know that K and M are basically a pair. So I'm just gonna point out the pairs. This one will pair with, oops, like that, and we have 5 with 6, and we have 7 with 8, we have 9 with 10. Where the hell is 10? I don't even have a 10. What? It's 14 twice. Alright, let's assume that's a 10. And then a 12 with 11. There. 13 with 14. So this is the pairs that he got. So the pairs, I'm just list it out, it's probably easier. K with M, and then we have D with N, and then we have, what else? And we have A with J, B with F, C with O, D's with N, E with H, and G with L. So these are the pairs that he found. These are the pairs that he found on the right hand side of the question. Let's just say that. Now, once he notes these pairs down, what we do is now we pair them slightly differently. Now it's pretty self-explanatory that he's going to identify the one without pair, which is number 15, is going to be I. So this is a given. So 15 will be equal to I. So just figured this out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pair I. Okay, this is our new pair. We're going to rewire the right hand side. We're going to pair I with K, M with T, N with A, J with B, B, yeah, F with C, O with E, H with G, and L is going to be without pair. So let's rewire this, alright? Now, just for simplicity, I'm going to remove the colors here. Alright. So when we move back to the left hand side, we're going to find out that the one without the pair, which is number 7, is going to be L, right? Because we know that L doesn't have a pair, so the one without a pair is going to be 7. So the other thing we find out is L equals to, 7 equals to L. Okay. That's another thing we found out. Now, that's pretty hard to explain. Alright, so let me pause that. Okay, so it's very, very important to pay attention here. We know that 15, which is I, is now paired with K. So whichever one 15 is paired with, is found to be paired with after the rewiring, which is K. So basically 1. So we know that 15 is now, we know that K is now paired with I. So when you find out, automatically 15 will be found to be paired with 1. So we will know that 1 will be equal to K. Now, we knew before the wiring 1 was paired with 2. And we also know that before the wiring K was paired with M. So 2 should be equal to M. So 2 should be equal to M. Alright, now let's think again. Now, after the wiring, or rewiring, M is now paired with D, right? So when you test the left-hand side again, we should find that M, which is now paired with D, so basically we should be able to find out that the only the pair that matches with 2 is now going to be 3. So we would hence find out that D will now be equal to 3. So I'm not sure if most of you got this, but this is as much as I can explain in an Excel. I'll try to explain this to you in class, hopefully, and it should be less confusing. Anyway, I'm going to stop now.